What is up, Hyperdrivers? Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday, the Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser trailer dropped. I am super hyped about that trailer, if you guys didn't tell from my reaction video yesterday. And I'm still very excited about it now. I've watched this trailer so many times, and I'm just very, very hopeful for what I'm seeing here. It definitely struck me in the Star Wars feels. It struck me in my gut. That music from John Williams just really kicked it off, and I think they did a great job on this trailer. And I want to talk more about it. And I see in the comments below that a lot of you guys feel the same way. A lot of you guys are very hyped about it. Lots of positive comments about this show. So we're all very hopeful that this is going to be the Star Wars show that we are expecting anyway, that we're hopeful for. So today what I want to do is, for the first time ever, I'm going to break down what I saw in this trailer. And we're going to go over all the different scenes, you know, what I think I'm seeing here, and also speculate about who possibly could be coming on the show, you know, anybody that we haven't seen yet, based on what we're seeing in the trailers. And then maybe even talk a little bit more about some of the collectibles that will be coming out based on what we do see in this trailer. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And if you guys, you know, see that I missed something, or you guys want to let me know what collectibles you're hopeful to get from the show, you know, please let me know in the comments below. I always get a chance to read them. I may not always get a chance to respond to the comments, but I always get a chance to read them. So anyway, here on the Hyperdrive, we talk about Star Wars weekly. And if you are a Star Wars fan like we are, and you enjoy the content, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can jump to Lightspeed every week with us right here on the Hyperdrive. All right. So let's get to this. This is going to be a long one. Like I said, I've never done a breakdown before. All right, so here we go. Let's get into this. So we kick off here, and we have Kenobi on the sands of Tatooine. And then you get that nice, slow music from John Williams, which I might add that I am so hyped that John Williams is going to be making the music for this movie, or for this movie. It looks like a movie, for this TV show. I think that music is extremely important when it comes to the feel of the TV show. And I know for The Mandalorian, we got a new score for that, and that works because he's a new character. But at least for Kenobi here, you know, I'm glad that we're getting some more of that John Williams vibe. And the song here at the beginning is like a slow version of the Obi-Wan versus Anakin score that was created by John Williams for the Revenge of the Sith. And that's what we're hearing here. And you see Kenobi going across the sands of Tatooine on an Eope, which is the same animal that was seen in The Phantom Menace. And then also Kenobi was also riding the same animal at the end of Revenge of the Sith. So I like the tie-in with that. That's pretty cool.
We lost.
Plus, I really like how slow that song is being paced. It's because in the Revenge of the Sith, it was much faster. So here it has that very slow pacing to it, gives you that feel like defeat. You know, Kenobi right now is down on his luck right now. He's living as a normal person on Tatooine. He's no longer a Jedi. So, you know, he's having to cope with that. And it's cool to see how this is being done here. So I think that's a great way to kick off this trailer. All right. So then you see Kenobi here overlooking the Lars homestead. And then you get a shot here of Luke Skywalker as a kid. Now, Luke here looks like he's possibly 8 years old, maybe a little bit older than that. So I'm guessing this is probably about 8 years after the fall of the Republic, after the events of Revenge of the Sith. Some of the cool things here that I like is that you got Luke wearing those goggles, which is very reminiscent of the way Anakin looked in the Phantom Menace when he was in the pod race. You know, so that's kind of neat that they do that. It's a good tie-in right there.
Stay hidden.
And then you get that real slow in pace of the Jedi music, or Binary Sunset, I think is what it's called. I like how they tie that in. All right, and then this is where it gets hyped, right? This is where you get hit with the feels. You get Duel of the Fates. I really like how the Lucasfilm logo is coming in there, and you get that sand swept vibe, you know, like it's being dusted away like the sands of Tatooine. But I really love that they put in the Duel of the Fates song. It's awesome. I mean, it really gets you hyped up. I like that. Again, John Williams. I really think that we're going to get is a lot of music here that ties in Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So you're going to have a lot of that score being played out. Don't know how much new music he's going to be creating, but I'm really hopeful to hear a lot of that. That's really what I want to hear. So then you hear the Grand Inquisitor talking, and you see this ship flying to this castle here in the middle of this ocean. So this is Fortress Inquisitoris. on the planet Nur, right? And you are, could be Nur. I think it's pronounced Nur. Anyway, but this is a planet that was visited in the video game The Fallen Order. It's the Jedi The Fallen Order. If you haven't played that game, really awesome game to play. So in that video game, you play as Cal Kestis, and in the final board, you end up in this fortress. I believe it was to rescue some Jedi, but you have to face off against the second sister in the final battle there, and then you also face off against Darth Vader, which you obviously can't deal with him. But at the end of that, the fortress is seemingly destroyed, or at least the underwater areas of the fortress are destroyed. So this could fall in after those events. Maybe the fortress itself was not destroyed, but I'd like to believe that this is happening before, or maybe even concurrent with the events that are happening in the Fallen Order. So it's possible here that we may get to see some other Inquisitors that are in this. Hopefully the second sister. Maybe we'll hear about some of Cal Kestis' exploits that happen in the video game, possibly on like a holo feed. Maybe Obi-Wan hears all that. And that's some things that can tie into the video game. That would be really neat, I think, to have some tie-ins to that. So that's pretty cool. All right.
This patience.
And then we were brought up here, and this is the Grand Inquisitor. So the Grand Inquisitor is a character from the Rebels TV show. Now, he's of a species called the Pauan, I think is how it's pronounced. It's P-A-U--A-N. So Pauan, they're from the planet Utapau. So this is the species that was first seen in Revenge of the Sith. And then we saw this character in Rebels. And it's an established character. Of all the things I saw in this trailer, this is probably the thing that I'm not liking the most. You know, the only thing that stands out to me anyway. Nothing else really disappoints me, but the look of this guy kind of freaks me out a little bit. It doesn't look like the character, right? It doesn't even look like the species. And that, I think, is what's giving me the bad vibes. The actor playing this is named Rupert Friend, and he's the same actor that was in the TV or the movie Hitman, right? And he played Agent 47. And in that one, he looked very skinny, but at least with all this makeup on, it makes him look a little bit big. You know, he looks a little fat there. So, you know, this is a skinny character in the storyline. So I don't understand, you know, why they couldn't make it look like that. Obviously, the character in Revenge of the Sith was not very mobile. You know, he kind of just stood there, and then, you know, it made it look like he had an elongated head. It was very big. They're tall characters. So it's possible that because, you know, the Inquisitor is definitely more agile. He's going to be fighting, you know, that kind of thing, that, you know, the actor can't move in that costume. So it's possible that's what they were trying to, that's the reasoning for the change. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it that much. The other thing too is that I also heard that Jason Isaacs was also being looked at to play the Inquisitor, and I would have loved to have seen that guy play this character. It's because he just plays a really good bad guy, right? You know, he's just a bad guy you like to hate, right? He just has that about him, and it would be great for this character. I don't know how this guy's going to play him, and he possibly can do a great job. I'm not knocking him down, and, you know, but, you know, Jason Isaacs already has that thing about him. So anyway, hopefully, you know, Rupert can pull it off, and we'll be okay with it. So let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. I know that a lot of people have been mentioning this. I did say something about Cad Bane during Boba Fett, and I was hit back with that. You know, a lot of people were like, well, you know, Cad Bane's older, you know, he needs to have more expression, which he couldn't get in the look of that species, you know. So, but this is a character right here that's been established in the main story, in the live action story of it. He's been established in the animated story, and he just doesn't look like the character, you know. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right. So then we get that music, right? We're all hyped. I'm all hyped again.
Jedi.
All right, so here we see Kenobi on some kind of transport. You know, he's traveling like regular people. Like I said, he's no longer a Jedi, so he can't travel that way. He's got to hide out. You know, and then you see him approaching this city on Tatooine. Now, at first when I saw this, I thought this could be the tower on Lothal, you know, that's seen in the Rebels TV show. But, you know, I don't think it is. It's because at least Lothal is more of like a plains type of terrain, not desert. This is showing more of a desert look. So I don't think that that's what we're looking at here. I don't know what city on Tatooine this is. Let me know what you guys think. You know, where's he headed? I don't know. So we'll find out.
Cannot help what they are.
All right. And then right here we see more of the Fortress Inquisitoris. This is the underwater area, like I was telling you. The Inquisitor right here. This is Reva. She's the new Inquisitor that's being introduced for this TV show. She's also the same actress that played 007 in the latest Bond movie. Pretty dope. All right. This is the fifth brother right here. And then this Inquisitor right here is an unknown, so I don't know who she is yet. And then we got the Stormtroopers. So we're beyond the point of the clones. Also, one thing to point out about with having the fifth brother in there is he was also seen in season 2 of Rebels. So I feel like we may get some cameos from the Rebels TV show. I think would be dope. Other than these Inquisitors, you know, would be kind of neat to see some of the original Ghost crew before they catch up with Ezra. You know, considering that the Grand Inquisitor is in it, he dies in season 1 at the end. So this has to take place before those events. So you know, we'll see. You know, but I'm kind of hopeful that's going to be a character that we see. We see a Jedi hanging, I'm thinking, or at least somebody that, you know, they thought was hiding a Jedi, maybe. That's who, you know, hanging from here. And you got Reva right there and Owen Lars. So there's going to be definitely some conversations between them. All right. Let's see what happens. All right, and now we have Reva again, and she's on top of this city rooftop in this new locale. I thought this could be Nar Shaddaa from, you know, other scenes that we're seeing there because of the neon lights and everything. But this is actually a new planet that they've named, and it's called Daiyu, D-A-I-Y-U. I've never heard of that planet before, so this is going to be the first time that we're seeing this on camera. I do like the way the city looks. I like the neon lights and the cityscape and everything, and it gives me the, like I said, Nar Shaddaa vibes, crime lord and every crime scenes and things like that. Here we have the actors from the Game of Thrones series. This is Indira Varma, all right? And she's obviously playing some Imperial officer. You know, I don't know who. Could be the Officer Price, I think is her name is, or Governor Price. Maybe that could be. Governor Price was in the Rebels TV show, so it would be kind of neat if that's the tie-in. They have kind of a similar look in appearance, so maybe that's who she is. She does have that resting bitch face, right? Yeah, so so I think she definitely pulls Imperial off pretty well. All right. All right, then we got the Inquisitors lining up people. This is very similar to like what we saw in the video game. Kind of like at the beginning of the Fallen Order.
He cannot help it.
And we got a new droid, so I don't know what droid this is yet. I know in the original viewing that I did on the reaction, I thought that maybe that we saw a clone trooper, and only because I saw blue here. This kind of reminds me a little bit of a stormtrooper outfit, so I don't know. And then they're really making some focus on this. I don't really know what he's holding right there, like a hammer or I don't know. Curious to see what that is exactly, but they're definitely putting some focus into that. I'm wondering what that droid's going to be all about. All right, we got a chase scene throughout the city. I love that we're getting the spinning lightsaber right here, right? The spinning lightsaber is dope. This is the weapon of the Inquisitors. So the fact that they're showing that, we're absolutely going to be getting something like that from Hasbro. I can see this totally. But really need to see how they're going to make that work. All right, there's the fifth brother again with some stormtroopers. We're back on the same planet. Got some escape pods right here, similar to like what C-3PO and R2 were riding in A New Hope. Love that. This could be the guy that was hanging there in the earlier part of the trailer. I love how Reva comes in with the lightsaber like that. Really cool. It's a very powerful scene right there. And again, the music. So this is Reva, I believe, and she's touching a symbol. Just judging by the shape of the symbol, let me spin back here a little bit. That kind of looks like the Jedi logo. So maybe that's what it is. She's hunting Jedi, so it's possible. All right, then we see her here, and she's either talking to somebody or getting ready to fight somebody. Could be a bounty hunter that she's working with. That gun kind of reminds me a little bit of Cad Bane's gun. You know, but it could be somebody. Could be a bounty hunter. I don't think that's Kenobi. There we see Kenobi, possibly Kenobi anyway, in a blaster fight. I mean, again, very dark, hard to tell who that is exactly. If it is Kenobi, pretty funny. It's because, you know, he doesn't like using guns because they're uncivilized. But yeah, so we got that. And then he releases some birds, which I don't know what the deal with that is yet. And then Hope survives. and we see Kenobi there at the end. So really cool. And then we have the logo, and you hear Darth Vader's voice breathing in the background, which is awesome. Now, we didn't get to see Darth Vader in this trailer, but Entertainment Weekly released some images of Vader, and I think it looks pretty cool. It definitely gives the whole Rogue One and New Hope vibes from that. I love the way the scene looks right there, obviously in his fortress on Mustafar. So that's pretty neat that they're bringing that in. The Kenobi logo is awesome, though. I really like that the eye in Kenobi has the Kenobi's lightsaber. So I think that's a really nice touch to the whole thing. So really, really cool. I'm loving this trailer. It's really awesome. So what do I expect, right? What do I expect to see from cameos and whatnot in this trailer? So because of the time frame that this is taking place, you know, it definitely falls in line with the Fallen Order, and it falls in line with Rebels. So, you know, we're going to possibly see more Inquisitors. You know, maybe we'll get to see the second sister, right? The second sister was part of the Fallen Order. She's an awesome character. You know, they already have an established look for her, so, you know, they could probably just rehire the actress that played her in the video game. That would be cool to see. We have one of the other Inquisitors, I think was played by Sarah Michelle Gellar, which would be neat. You can have Buffy the Vampire Slayer back for another go around at this. That'd be kind of cool to have that Inquisitor show up. You know, so definitely Inquisitors are going to be that was something of a surprise to me too, is that I really didn't expect to see this many Inquisitors on this show. You know, I was more or less expecting just to have a Reva. But, you know, it's really awesome to see that they put in so many other Inquisitors. And I'm kind of hopeful that we get to see some of the Ghost crew, you know, or maybe even, like I said, some shots of the Cal Kestis's actions that are happening, right? Because some of those things made, you know, some publicity, some public viewings on the HoloNet. So possibly, you know, Kenobi's sitting having a drink, and he sees it on the HoloNet, right? That would be kind of cool. So that would be neat. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, though. Who do you think? What character would you guys like to see make a cameo appearance on this? You know, I mean, Mace Windu would be a far stretch, but Mace Windu would be definitely neat to have in this. So what else? Who else could possibly be in it? Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with that. There's others. Oh, Barriss Offee. I know that she's been speculated to be one of the Inquisitors. It'd be cool to see her because, you know, they're about to come out with the Ahsoka Tano's TV show, so having her show up, I think, would definitely, you know, add to that and put a tie into that. That'd be really neat. But that's about off the top of my head the people that I would think I would like to see on the show. Now, as far as collectibles go, I think we're going to get to see a lot because of this TV show. Definitely for lightsaber collectors, we are going to get an Inquisitor lightsaber, which is cool. Absolutely, I could totally see Disney and Hasbro putting out one of those. Curious to see how they're going to make it spin like that. You know, I don't know how they're going to pull that off. Saberforge may actually put something out like that. Who knows? Maybe Corbanth. I know that I've seen some in the customs that people have been trying to make this work. So it'd be kind of cool to see something like that. So absolutely, I think that is staying on the lines with Hasbro. Black Series is going to be putting out some characters. You know that's going to happen. So you're going to get at least a new Kenobi, new Darth Vader. You're going to get a Reva. You're going to get a Grand Inquisitor, probably the fifth brother. And maybe even that other, you know, no-named Inquisitor that was shown there. So I was going to see that. Maybe Owen Lars. Maybe you'll see that. So that'll be all cool to have in there. So that's going to happen. As far as Hot Toys go, Kenobi, maybe Vader. I don't know about Vader, but definitely Kenobi. You're going to get to see that, which is kind of neat, too, that if you have the Sideshow Mythos figure or even the Sideshow Mythos statue, the original one, that kind of looks a little bit like this version of Kenobi, you know? So I think that's a nice character to have in your collection if you're going to get that. Definitely going to see Reva, a Grand Inquisitor. You're probably going to get those characters from that, maybe even a fifth brother. Fifth brother would be dope to have as a hot toy. That would be pretty neat. What else? So statues, premium formats. You know Sideshow's going to be on this. So you're going to see absolutely a brand new premium format for Kenobi. There's no doubt about that. That's like their go-to Jedi, all right? Like they got so many premium formats of Kenobi. There's no brainer that's going to be the guy that's going to come out. Maybe even a Vader. I would love to see a diorama. That would be cool. Having a Vader versus Kenobi diorama, you know, set on the scene of Mustafar and all that, like they do it in that in that concept art they had. That would be cool. I would expect to see a premium format of Reva. Absolutely. Maybe even the Grand Inquisitor. I don't know about the fifth brother, but maybe even the Grand Inquisitor. So yeah, I think that's about what we could expect from Collectibles. Don't know so much about what they would put out for cosplay, but I think at least for statues, figures, and lightsabers, that's definitely going to be the things that you see. Maybe even an introduction, a new Kenobi lightsaber will be put out by Hasbro and also by Galaxy Edge, by the Legacy lightsabers. Right? That's possible that we can get those. They haven't produced that one yet, right? So that would be kind of cool to have that as well. So really hopeful, man. There's a lot of good stuff that I think that I've seen in this trailer. I'm really hyped up about it. Definitely like this trailer a lot more than the first time I saw the Boba Fett trailer. So, you know, I'm get me in all the feels, you know, so I'm happy about that. If I missed anything, you know, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what collectibles you guys would like to see, what characters you would like to see in this TV show. I'm always interested to see all that. Let me know that in the comments below. And until next time, may the Force be with you.